Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will talk about the 3-channel color video Shatter by Sanford and the music video Experiment by Saul Williams. My goal is to help you understand how they create sonic and visual portals for you as a viewer to enter, therefore creating public sites of imagination and resistance against heteronormative, capitalistic, and patriarchal politics in topics of gender, technology, religion, and migration. Now, let's begin by looking at Shatter. Instead of directing your attention to figuring out the storyline or intentions of the artist, I would like to focus on how the unique visual and sonic elements of this video crafts multiple portals for viewers to revisit and conceptualize the histories and roots of religion, land, and migration in order to situate themselves in a non-binary spiritual contemporary. Firstly, Biggers breaks the video into 3 frames. By doing so, he alludes to the triptych form, which is a traditional composition used for religious works of art. Biggers repurposes the sacred geometry of display fundamental to the canon of art and infuses them with compositions of Ethiopian landscapes and themes of migration, therefore creating a fluid narrative of spirituality that stems its roots in Africa. The 3 frames also serve as portals into multiple timelines and landscapes that complicate notions of singularity in the understanding of our surroundings. As Biggers invites the viewer to enter into the cave, a symbolic portal of enlightenment, he metaphorically transforms each frame into a visual and sonic journey that the viewer may embark on. By superimposing Ethiopian landscapes onto the body of the androgynous character, Biggers deconstructs the man versus nature binary in the hierarchy, emphasizing the fundamental complementarity of the two. As nature is often associated with notions of femininity, Biggers is therefore also asserting the mutuality of masculine and feminine energies. Videographic techniques such as the wide camera shots highlight the vastness of the landscape and the multiple topographies that exist within Ethiopia, while the constant zooming in and out, complemented by the upbeat Afro-psychedelic funk soundtrack, adds a strong sense of movement to the screen, metaphoric for the ways in which black masculinities, like the multidimensionality of the Ethiopian landscapes and flowing nature of diasporadical migration, are also nuanced and ever-changing. Recurring visual motifs of the cosmos, such as the moon, stars, sky, and planet, expand our perception of space and prompts the reimagining of the origins of the universe that directly contend the monolithic and patriarchal Christian narrative of Genesis. Complicating such discourse of gender, religion, land, and migration, the Ethiopian fabric counters capitalist-fueled fast fashion with a homeland product, re-emphasizing the anti-hegemonic essence of the aforementioned reimaginings. While Shatter contemplates a non-binary spiritual present and future through 3 portals that navigate Ethiopian histories of religion, land, and migration, Experiment creates a visual portal that allows internet per users to partake in the construction of an experimental third space that challenges the capitalistic, patriarchal, and anti-black music and tech industry. The 360-degree technology sets an innovative tone for this music video. By breaking the 2-dimensional boundaries of the video form, Saul Williams skillfully crafts an interactive interface that invites the viewer to become an active participant of his experiment. The horizontal and diagonal lines on the ceiling adopt traditional techniques of creating the illusion of depth, thus expanding and demanding the preservation of spaces for Black cultural energies and imaginations. The deep and dark background extends beyond the limitations of a frame to suggest infinite possibilities for future experimentations, at the same time allowing the viewer to focus on the neon ceiling that leads us straight to the character, therefore centering Black Technopoetics at the nexus of new media art. Using found computer hardware as material for the crown, necklaces, and bracelets, Williams suggests that technology is the new gold, a valuable resource when incorporated into the visual and sonic creative practices of Black Technopoetics, creates alternative routes that contend essentialist notions and narratives about sound production and creative practices. The jewelry also suggests a kingly status. However, unlike monarchy's fixation on the idea of undivided sovereignty, Saul Williams deconstructs its patriarchal superstructures by creating an online public site of creative collaboration. Moreover, by introducing holographic elements that are superimposed onto each other, Saul Williams again connotes the multiplicity of Black masculinities. Working in tandem with the visuals, lyrics leave a sonic imprint and share an equally important role in reshaping the conceptual maps of the audience. Harkening back to the oral traditions of African cultures, Saul Williams's poeticism marks him as a pioneer of technopoetic storytelling. By electionizing drums, a ritual instrument in many African traditions, Saul Williams reinvents sonic roots to pave sonic routes that once again highlight Black technopoetics' mastery and virtuosity over rhythm, cadence, and texture. The innovative sound sampling and digital post-production techniques hypercharge the power and beauty of the lyrics, emphasizing the ways in which its metaphors contend the triarchy. Although Shatter and Experiment constitute different directorial visions, they join together to create visual and sonic portals into non-binary and fluid interfaces where Black roots and innovative futurities intersect, thus allowing the viewer to cross heteronormative, capitalistic, and patriarchal thresholds and shift the politics of representing Blacknesses and masculinities.